State. And the Vikings got their 6th win of the season last night, and Valley City State a 40% three-point shooting team. So you talk about a nice inside outlook for Valley City State. So the defense for Sterling is going to have to be very good, not just down low, but on the perimeter. And we'll see if Sterling chooses to double team down low, if they're going to pretty much play straight up zone like they have been a lot. That's going to be a very interesting matchup as well. And Sterling will need to, again, get the guards involved. Jemiah Windham-Haynes, Cody Crosby down low, and then of course outside, Keyshawn McMahon, a great game yesterday. Trey Dubert really starting to come into his own. Tim Hendrickson back in the lineup after that hamstring injury. Need to get some pop coming in off the bench, and we'll see what the pace of the game plays out to as well. A fast pace could be in store. 75 points a game for the Vikings and 80 points a game for the Warriors. So it's going to be an interesting matchup this afternoon for Sterling and Valley City State. Let's go ahead and take our 2-minute timeout, and we will return with your probable starting lineups. This is the Alden State Bank Drive to the Game on HKFM. Welcome back to our Alden State Bank Drive to the Game. We're getting set for Valley City State and the Sterling Warriors. Ryan Montgomery is the head coach of the Valley City State Vikings, who are 6-10 and 1-4 in the North Star Athletic. Their starting lineup at one guard, 6'3" senior from Kenosha, Wisconsin, Justin Galloway. At the second guard position, 6'2" senior from North Lauderdale, Florida, Rashad Sadahu. At one forward, 6'5" senior from Williston, North Dakota, Jaden Ferguson. At another guard position, 5'11" senior from Bismarck, North Dakota, Alex Quint. And your other forward, a 6'5" senior from Dalton, Illinois, Austin Dunbar. And for Dean Jaderston Sterling Warriors, 3-11 overall, 1-7 in the KCAC. Getting to be a very familiar starting lineup, and by this time of year, a lot of times you've kind of settled into where you're going to be in your rotation. Your point guard is Keyshawn McMahon, 5'10" junior out of East Orange, New Jersey. And yesterday, Keyshawn, a season-high 24 points. At one forward, a 6'5" freshman out of Kyle, Texas, Jemiah Windham-Haynes. Your second guard, is a 6'1" junior out of Beloit, Kansas, Trey Dubert. And your other two forwards in the starting lineup, Isaac Ostrowski, the 6'3" sophomore out of Fredonia, Kansas, and Cody Crosby, the 6'6" freshman from Great Bend, Kansas. Scott Hogan with you this afternoon on HKFM. Hope to see you all out at the Gleason Center on Wednesday. That's a huge matchup on the ladies' side. A win there, you stay one game behind Tabor, you got a win against Friends. A loss there, you drop to 3 losses, and all of a sudden, first place is 2 games out, and then you're battling right in the middle of that conference race, still with Kansas Wesleyan again. You still got some real tough games through the second time, so that's a big game, and I'm glad to see the Lady Warriors playing a good second half, because if you'd played a full 4 quarters like the first half, you would have been pretty sad, but they fought hard, made a game of it in the third quarter, and we'll see if the men can get on track today, maybe try to put together some kind of a winning streak right now. A young team, we've seen flashes. We've seen this team play very good. They played for a long stretch, had a little hiccup in the first half yesterday, but had a 3-point lead about the 11-minute mark, and then, boy, everything went south in a hurry. You'll see what they can do today. They're going to have to play very physical, very good basketball to come out with the victory this afternoon. As jumping center, it'll be Austin Dunbar for Valley City State. Jemiah Wyndham Haynes for Sterling. Again, the Warriors road blues trimmed in white. Valley City State, their home whites trimmed in maroon. There's more and more people coming in. Some of the Tabor faithful getting here a little early, and the tip controlled by Valley City State. Sterling going to start off man-to-man. Left side with it, Justin Galloway. They work it back up top. Now again, back on the left side is Ferguson. He drives into the lane, kicks it out. Galloway along the baseline, and a tough jumper is up and in for Justin Galloway to make it 2-0. Valley City State takes the early advantage. And a lob pass is deflected and picked off in the lane by Galloway. And Sterling was trying to go down low to Wyndham Haynes. They like to get him early touches. Now a step back 3 won't go. And it's tipped to Wyndham Haynes. Up to Trey Dubert on the right baseline. Quick spin and then a block shot in the lane. And grabbing it was Sadahu for Valley City State. Now the point guard, Alex Quint, sets up the offense, works a couple of high screens. They're looking down low, and they get it into Dunbar. And Dunbar got by Wyndham Haynes and lays it in. For an early 4-0 advantage. Yeah, Coach Jaderson wasn't happy with the official. I wonder if he thought there was a hook. I didn't really see it myself. Now Wyndham Haynes has a touch along the baseline. And it's cut off and lost it. Oh, I thought he lost it out of bounds. They'll say it went off of Dunbar. And Sterling will maintain possession with 13 to shoot. They're looking for Crosby. They get it into Wyndham Haynes just outside of the block. He drops steps, goes reverse, and scores. Nice job by Wyndham Haynes against a thicker, a little bit stronger Dunbar. 4-2, Sterling within a deuce. 18-12 left opening quarter. Again, Quint at the point. They pound it inside. Good dump down low. Ostrowski the foul and an and-one opportunity for Dunbar. First on Isaac, first on the team. Dunbar averaging, we talked about him being strong inside, 12.7 and 6.9. He is a 73% foul shooter. Completes the three-point play to make it 7-2. Vikings on top early on. Dubert to McMahon, left elbow up top. Wyndham Haynes wants a 3-ball, and it rattles out. Good look. The rebound comes down to Jaden Ferguson. And Jemiah hit a couple of threes yesterday. And now we have an offensive foul about 30 feet away from the ball. Gonna go on Dunbar, first personal, first team foul. Sterling gets it back, 17-40, opening a half, 7-2 Valley City State. Trey Dubert from the right side. He can try to get it down low to Crosby. They go to Wyndham Haynes, right baseline. He spins, tough fadeaway, swish. Nice move by Jemiah Wyndham Haynes. He's got all 4 of Sterling's points. It's 7-4. Right side with it, Ferguson up top to Quint. Sterling goes to that 2-3 zone. Quint gonna try the 3, right on line, it's short. And Wyndham Haynes the rebound, out-battled Galloway for it. Ostrowski, a long 3 right in front of us, and it spins out. Well, it's 2 threes for the Warriors that were halfway down and popped out. The Vikings back to work. Sadahu up top. Now baseline with it is Dunbar. Dunbar wants to make a move. And goes into Wyndham Haynes, powers it up, and it rattles out. Then a foul underneath. It's going to be whistled on Galloway, his first, team's second. As tonight's game is live from the Summit broadcast booth. From sports medicine and rehabilitation to women's health and family medicine, the Summit is together for exceptional health care. You can find the Summit online at summitks.com. Christian Oler checked in for the Warriors. He's got it, works it right side to McMahon. And Oler gets it back left wing, looking down low. Out to Wyndham Haynes, right elbow extended 3. That's a little short. And the rebound pulled in by Justin Galloway. Three good looks. The Warriors yet to cash in on a 3. Ferguson, baseline, goes spin. Little fadeaway, it rattles out, and a foul from behind. I think they're gonna get the second on Galloway. 3rd on the team. So Galloway will have to come out, and that'll bring in Hunter McCalla, 6'4" freshman. .57 left, opening half, 7-4. Vikings by 3, Warrior basketball. High double screen for McMahon. Out to Wyndham Haynes, he'll drive into the lane. And a blocking foul. Did they count the basket as well? They are gonna count it. Foul is on McCalla, his first, team's 4th, and Vikings coach Ryan Montgomery already irritated with the officials, and that won't help things out. Wyndham Haynes an and 1 opportunity to try to tie the game. He's got all Sterling 7 points. We're knotted up at a touchdown apiece. Sterling settles back to that 2-3 zone. Ezekiel Lacey checked in at the last dead ball. Now there's a straightaway 3, perfect. Alex Quint. 10-7. Vikings back on top by 3. High screen for Lacey. Gives it up in the corner to Crosby. Crosby drives in and had it knocked away. And it goes right to Sadahu. Goes right baseline to McCalla. Sadahu at the point. Aller thought he had a steal. Step back 3, and Sadahu buries it. So after tying the game, back-to-back Viking 3s, they get a 13-7 lead. Aller drives into the lane, his layup rims out. He was expecting contact, didn't get it. Vikings get the rebound. Sadahu looking down low. Quint will feed it down on the baseline to Dunbar, a little inside out. Open 3 left side, in and out for Ferguson. Sterling has the rebound. Trying Trying to work it over to Crosby. Lacey gives it up. Now Crosby on the baseline. Cut off. The point to Oler with 12 to shoot. Oler goes to the baseline, spins into the lane, dumps it off to Wyndham Haynes, who lays it in. Sterling 9 in all from Jemiah. Wyndham Haynes 13-9. Sterling down by 4, 13:52 left in a good fast pace early on. Sadahu at 3, well short. Wyndham Haynes the rebound. Ahead to Lacey. A high screen for McMahon. He curls into the lane, scoops it up and in for Sterling. They get the Warriors back within a deuce, 13-11. Quint works it to Sadu, and then in the baseline, it's McCalla who buries a 3. We're watching the women's game again. The threes from Valley City State, keeping them in the lead, 16-11. They've already hit 4 of them, have the Vikings. Crosby gets it up top to Oler. Oler to Wyndham Haynes. Pulls up a 17-footer right on the money for Jemiah Wyndham Haynes. Well, you hate to take him out. He's got 11 of Sterling's 13. To make it a 16-13 game, Sterling just down 3. Ferguson up top to Quint. Back to Ferguson, left baseline. McCalla got it. No, he didn't get away with it. Traveling. Denzel Kennedy and Javon Edison checking into the lineup. Edison, some real size, 6'10". And also checking in Jake Skelly. Here we go, the battle of the benches. You talked about these back-to-back games. How will the benches perform? Trey Dubert returned along with Leia Oatayo for Sterling. Dubert straightaway catch and shoot 3 is short. And a Karams, nearly out of bounds, saved by Denzel Kennedy. Trey maybe rushed that 3 just a little bit. Kennedy, right side, Sanahu. Goes baseline into a double team. Gets it out to McCalla. Now on the baseline, Kennedy drives it in, counted and 1. Probably got away with that little hop step. And that'll be on Leia Oatayo, his first, team second. So the and 1 opportunity for Kennedy. Who is 4 of 12 at the line on the season. This one is well short. Dubert the rebound. And then it gets it to McMahon, who all the way down the left side of the lane for the layup. He's got 4, and it's 18-15. Again, a 3-point Viking advantage. 11:38 left, opening half. Sadahu up top. He goes to Skelly. Left side, McCalla. Now Sadahu, right side, pumps up a 3. Grazes the back iron and grabbed by Cody Crosby. Boy, Aller nearly carried it. Just barely able to keep his hand on top of it. Dubert to Oatayo, left side. He'll try a 3 and knock it in. Leia Oatayo ties the game at 18. We played 9 minutes here in the first half. And we have an offensive foul down low, an elbow. They're saying, who are they going to get here? They're going to get Edison, his first, team's 5th. Jemiah Wyndham Haynes back into the Warrior lineup. And another sub, Logan Nelson, in for the Vikings. McMahon sets up the offense. Wyndham Haynes drives in, and I think it went off of a Viking leg. He lost it in the lane. It'll stay with Sterling, still 18 to shoot. Tayo gets it deep. He'll go to the jump hook and score. 5 for Lea Tayo, and the Warriors grab a 20-18 advantage. Boy, a good pound down low, good interior passing. Kennedy, yeah, might have been deflected. Battle for the ball. Kennedy's got it back. Right side, a 3-ball on the way. Perfect for Jaden Ferguson. Boy, the offensive rebound there kept it alive, and Ferguson puts the Vikings back on top 21-20. Wyndham Haynes from the foul line drives down the right side of the lane and draws the second foul on Edison, and it's the team's 6th. So Jemiah with 11 points, and he's 1 of 1 at the line, will shoot a pair. Did want to remind you our starting lineups throughout this tournament and throughout the season brought to you by Ty Buchanan, your American Family Insurance agent. He wants to help you achieve your dreams. Offices are in Lyons and Great Bend. You can insure carefully and dream fearlessly. As Wyndham Haynes knocks in the first, and Austin Dunbar returns for Valley City State. Second free throw, that one rattles out. Rebound comes down to the Vikings, so we're tied at 21. Halfway through our first half. Day 2 of the Tabor Classic here in Hillsboro. Baseline, Ferguson turns and drives. He's into a double team. Goes up with a jump hook and got it. 5 for Jaden Ferguson. 23-21, Vikings regain the lead. Right side, Christian Oler. They go baseline to Wyndham Haynes. Wants to go one-on-one. Kicks it back up top to McMahon. McMahon, hesitation move up top to Oler. 3-ball, bingo! Christian Oler, the man in his face, knocks in his first points. Teams trading leads, Sterling up 24-23. Ferguson, I thought he was going to shoot a 3, goes baseline, gets it back and works it up top. Good ball movement. And Wyndham Haynes, a blocking foul over on the left wing. His first, team's 3rd. As Isaac Ostrowski back into the Warrior lineup. And now Logan Miller also will check in for Sterling. .8:59 left. First half action, 24-23 Warriors. Open 3 on the inbound, buried by Logan Nelson. 5 threes for Valley City State. That's why they are right in the thick of this thing and lead at 26-24. Wyndham Haynes drives left baseline, drew some contact, no call, and got it off the glass. For Jemiah, that's 14. And we're tied at 26. Left side with it, Nelson, who just hit the 3. Ferguson open on the right side. The 3 bounces up, that hit the guide wire or shot clock because it went in on the carom, but it will not count. Now Sterling will bring in Justin Solander, 5'10" sophomore out of Fredonia. Sterling with a chance to regain the lead. Logan Miller, left side, goes to the baseline to Solander. Up top to Ostrowski. Now Dubert has it. Dubert, step back, good jump shot. Just inside of the line, Trey hits a 2, his first bucket. 28-26, Sterling by 2. Ferguson pounds it down low on the baseline, little inside out. The baseline drive and jumper missing, saved by Wyndham Haynes. It was a good look for Nelson, couldn't knock it down. Sterling back on the attack, up 2. Solander to Dubert, left side 3-ball, spins out, and a rebound pulled in by Dunbar. Sterling, well, they're out of the zone again. They're back to man. Nelson goes baseline to Kennedy. Kennedy trying to go spin move. Oh, it was a nice move. Finishes with the left hand. Denzel Kennedy with 4. He's got the game tied at 28. Ostrowski gives it to Wyndham Haynes. Baseline. Miller, air ball to 3, right into the breadbasket of Logan Nelson. Skelly, oh, pounds it inside. That's going to be an offensive foul. Dunbar banged over Jemiah Wyndham Haynes, committing his 2nd. That'll be the team's 7th. Sadahu and Edison into the Viking lineup. Well, the Ad Astra Sports Net, we're proud to partner with Nextech Wireless to bring you today's game with Nextech's 4G LTE network. Get coverage everywhere you are. Visit the Nextech Wireless location near or go to nextechwireless.com. Well, Sterling just gets across the timeline, and an offensive foul down low is going to be the 2nd on Jemiah Wyndham Haynes. 4th on the team. Well, now do you bring him out, or you're going to leave him in for now? So the Vikings a chance to regain the lead as Sterling back into the zone. Ferguson up top to Skelly. Sadahu on the left baseline. Up top to Skelly, 10 to shoot. Sadahu goes baseline, back to Skelly, 5 to shoot. Skelly drives into the lane, dumps it underneath. Edison lays it in. That is the first bucket for Edison. 30 to 28, Vikings by a deuce. 6 minutes left. Spin move going up. Wyndham Haynes, tough angle, uses the glass and scores. He's got 16. Ties the game at 30. I think he's going to come out. Crosby's at the scorer's table, but we need a dead ball first. Ferguson trying to get in the lane. This Sadahu will bring it back to the point. Skelly has it. And the Sadahu 10 to shoot. Ferguson drives baseline. Jumper off the glass, and it caroms in. 7 points for Jaden Ferguson. He's got 7. Vikings by 2, 32-30. Wyndham Haynes feeling it, pulls up for the jumper, little strong. Skelly has it, he's off and running. Well, you want Jemiah to be careful. Sadahu slows things down. Valley City State into their zone offense just under 5 minutes before halftime. It's 32-30 Vikings. 10 to shoot. Sadahu goes to the baseline, drives it, kicks it underneath to Kennedy. Up top, open 3, Ferguson, short. Rebound, Denzel Kennedy, then he fell down. And I think he got his feet tangled, and Ostrowski is going to get a foul out of it, his 2nd, and team's 5th. Crosby and McMahon in for Sterling along with Oatayo. Returning for the Vikings, Hunter McCalla. Fresh shot clock for Valley City State. Inbound, Ferguson. They swing it around left side, McCalla. Now baseline, Skelly, 3, perfect. 35-30, it's the 3 ball once again. Mirroring the Lady Warrior game, except this one much closer in the first half. McMahon looking for an outlet, goes up top. They get it to Oatayo. He's going to try another 3. It's short. And now we got a collision in the lane. They're going to call a hold on Ferguson, his 1st and team's 8th. I couldn't tell. Him and Ostrowski were locked up. Both went down, and Ferguson got the foul. So Ostrowski's going to shoot 1 and 1. As Trey Dubert checks back into the Sterling lineup. Isaac, 8 of 15 on the season from the line. Run into the 1 and 1, rattles out. Edison the rebound. 4 minutes before halftime, it's 35-30, Valley City State. Skelly to the right side, back up top to Ferguson. Skelly, right side three. And right before Skelly buried the three, there was a 3-second violation. Chase Carpenter into the Viking lineup. Break for Sterling. Boy, that was another three that went in. He would have been down 8. Crosby, straightaway three, bingo! His first points today gets Sterling back within a deuce.
Hey, quick!
Cody, 2 points yesterday. It did have 9 boards against Hastings.
Go.
McCall up top to Skelly. Left side Sanahu and back to Skelly. Skelly behind a screen. I thought he was going to launch a three. Now McCalla will. Ostrowski backside rebound. Sterling a chance to tie or take the lead. Ostrowski straight away for the lead. A long bomb, almost bounced up and in. And the rebound, Valley City State.
Reverse.
Get it back to the point. Sterling back to man on the defensive end. McCalla, baseline. Long jumper from Ferguson. Oh, a tough angle. Used the glass nicely. He's got 9. And it's 37-33. Vikings by 4. McMahon to the baseline. Kicks it in the corner. Crosby going to try another three and hits it. Back-to-back threes from Cody Crosby. The Warriors draw within 1. It's 37-36.
Viking!
This time it's a zone from the Warriors. Ferguson thought about the three. Sadahu wide open left side. Three is short and down goes Oatayo, and on top of him, Carpenter is going to get his first and team's 9th. They'll walk to the other end, and Leia Oatayo will shoot 1 and 1. As today's game is streaming to your smart device with the Ad Astra radio app. Download it for free for iPhone or Android. The Ad Astra radio app is powered by Nextech Wireless. Are you ready for something different? Leia, a 66% foul shooter, has 5 points. The front end swishes, tying the game at 37. And one more with 2:07 before halftime to try to give the Warriors the lead again. I tell you, ties and lead changes is going to be interesting when we get the halftime stats. Leia short on that one. Ferguson the rebound. So we're tied at 37. Sterling this possession back to man. They're changing defenses quite a little bit. Skelly down to Ferguson. Little fadeaway. Oh man, he uses the glass nicely. 11 first half points for Jaden Ferguson. Sterling again down 2. Crosby for another three. Bingo! His 3rd. And Sterling leads 40-39. Minute 25. What an entertaining first half. 2-3 zone again from Sterling. Skelly into the Sadahu. Now Ferguson just outside the free throw line is double teamed in the corner. Open three for McCalla. He knocks it down. His 2nd of the first half, 42-40 with a minute to play before halftime. Vikings by a deuce. Got to finish this last minute strong. McMahon sees a crease, goes in, and lays it in. He's got 6 first half points, and we're tied at 42. Timeout, Warriors from the Summit broadcast booth. This is Warrior basketball on HK FM. Sterling uses a quick 30-second timeout. Game tied at 42, 48.1 before halftime. Alex Quint back in the game. See if the Vikings, are they going to try for a 2-for-1? Game clock down to 38. Doesn't appear like they're in a hurry to do so. Quint at the point now, it's down to 30, so they won't get it. Down on the baseline, Carpenter got away with the travel. Quint up top at 3, missed it. And Carpenter the rebound, and he's fouled. He's going to shoot 2. So you got the miss, but you couldn't grab the board. And Cody Crosby picks up his first, team 6. Now, I think they said a shooting foul, so Carpenter going to shoot a pair. And some of our great Sterling sponsors today: Compass Minerals, City of Sterling, American Family Agent Ty Buchanan, The Summit, Lions Federal Bank, Busy Bee, Kansas Ethanol, Sterling Presbyterian Manor, and Next Tech Wireless. Carpenter bangs in both free throws. Sterling's got 21 seconds to get the final shot. They trail at 44-42. McMahon across the timeline. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. McMahon off of a high screen. Crossover dribble, gets into the lane, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. And that will be the second on Hunter McCalla, 10th on the team. There's still going to be 3.8 seconds after the free throws. Keyshawn, 68% foul shooter, swishes the first, his 7th point. It's Christian Oler back into the lineup. Ostrowski comes out, he's got 2 personals. Second free throw, McMahon ties the game. Now you got to play defense. And Logan Miller will check in. You want to make sure you pressure in the backcourt. Don't let them roll it and get a good run at it. Picking up Skelly, sprints across the timeline. Coast to coast, draws a foul right before the buzzer. That's what you cannot, nobody stepped in front of him. You would have had a charge if you could have got in front of him. And Keyshawn picks up his first. There's no time. They're going to put .7 on the clock. And Skelly will shoot a pair. Disappointing there for the Warriors. Skelly, pretty good foul shooter, 74%. Knocks in the first, so.
Yeah, just don't foul. Don't foul.
And Skelly missed the second. Sterling with the rebound, and that is how the first half will end with your score. Valley City State 45, Sterling 44. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and be back to begin your First Bank halftime report from the Summit broadcast booth. This is Warrior Basketball on HK FM. Halftime here at the Tabor Classic, game 2 of day 2. What a good ball game we've got. Sterling trailing Valley City State 45-44. Lots of players involved in the offense for Valley City State. 11 players scored in the first half for the Vikings, led by Jaden Ferguson's 11 points. The rest of the scoring, Justin Galloway with 2, Jake Skelly 4, Chase Carpenter 2, Rashad Sadahu 3, Alex Quint 3, Hunter McCallus 6, Logan Nelson 3, Denzel Kennedy 4, Austin Dunbar 5, and Javon Edison 2 points. As the stats are out, but we haven't got a copy as of yet. We'll get those to you here in a minute. And the Warriors, what a first half for Jemiah Wyndham Haynes. He had 16. Cody Crosby hit 3 3-balls and had 9. 8 points, good first half for Keyshawn McMahon. 6 points off the bench for Leia Oatayo. 3 for Christian Oler and 2 for Trey Dubert. If you missed it earlier, the Lady Warriors, boy, had a rough first half. They trailed 48-26 at the half. Got down 24 early third quarter and then stormed back to get within 9. But were unable to get any closer and would go on the fall to Valley City State 78-61. 18 for Kyla Comley, 11 for Jordan Greer, 10 for Kylie Harris, and Jess Prince and Alexis Stias all had 8 points. So we'll check in here on the scoreboard. I think this is the men's side that we have up here right now. Doane leading Southwestern 45-41. Check on a couple other scores. We'll see if the stats will get here, if we're going to go ahead and go to break. And we've got any other score. That's the only one showing up. And now an updated score, Southwestern in the second half now leading Doane 80-71. Yeah, they got it reversed on the score. That's the only score for the other conference team showing up playing in the non-conference. And again, let's go ahead and take our extended timeout, and when we return, we'll have a complete look at your halftime stats. Again, halftime score, Valley City State leading Sterling 45-44. This is the First Bank halftime report from the Summit broadcast booth. This is Warrior basketball on HK-FM. Welcome back to our First Bank halftime report. Sterling trailing Valley City State 45-44. The Vikings 17 of 31 in the first half, 55% shooting. Behind the arc, they were 7 of 17, just over 41%, and from the foul line, 4 of 6, 67%. Sterling red hot, 17 of 28, 61% shooting. 5 of 13 behind the arc, 39%, and Sterling from the charity stripe, 5 of 8, 63%. Vikings had a 16-13 rebounding advantage and 3-1 on the offensive glass. And second chance points says 8-0 Valley City State. The Vikings had a bench scoring advantage of 21-9. Points in the paint favored Sterling, 16-10. Sterling had just 3 turnovers. The Vikings had just 5, and points off turnovers, slight advantage for Sterling, 7-5. Vikings 9 assists, the Warriors 6. 1 block shot in the game came for Rashad Sadahu in Valley City State. Vikings had 2 steals. The Warriors did not record a steal in the first half. The Vikings' largest lead was 6, Sterling's was 2. 9 ties and 8 lead changes in that first half of action. Looks like Sterling going to get first possession to start the second half. Scott Hogan with you on HKFM. And the Warriors break through into the win column this afternoon. Been a little while since they've won a game. Goes back to the home game against McPherson. Yeah, Ostrowski and Wyndham Haynes pick up a couple fouls in the first half, but nobody with 3. Let's see if Sterling can regain the lead here on the first possession. Crosby straight away gets it to Wyndham Haynes. Jemiah drives into the lane, powers it in and draws the foul. Wow. He went right at Dunbar, and Dunbar quickly picks up his 3rd and team's first. And Jemiah into the line where he's 2 of 3. Jemiah comes up short. Rebound comes down to Austin Dunbar. 46-45. Warriors by 1. So tally up another lead change in this one. Down on the baseline, Ferguson had a good first half up top. They get it to Sadahu, right side. It goes to Quint. 8 to shoot up top. Ferguson kicks it in the corner. Quint, open 3. Knocks it down. His 2nd of the game. He's got 6 points. There's another lead change. 48-46. Vikings by a deuce. Crosby in the corner to Dubert. He'll try the 3 ball. A little strong. It's batted over to Quint. Up the far sideline, it was Sadahu. Hesitation move to the baseline, and stolen by Wyndham Haynes, and then Dunbar able to save it for Valley City State. So a rare turnover for the Warriors. They were trying to get it up the floor. Dunbar straight away and gives it right side to Quint. Baseline Ferguson immediately double teamed. Oh, he got away with a hook. Got away with a hook and then is fouled on his way up. That'll be on Crosby, his 2nd and team's first. So Ferguson to shoot a pair. And he's a 77% foul shooter. As today's game is live from the Summit broadcast booth. From sports medicine and rehabilitation to women's health and family medicine, the Summit is together for exceptional health care. You can find the Summit online at summitks.com. Ferguson missed the first. Swishes the 2nd. 49-46. Vikings by 3. Minute and a half gone by in our second half. To the baseline goes Keyshawn McMahon and spins a layup up and in. Nice hesitation move, and Keyshawn gets the double figures with 10, and it's 49-48. Warriors within 1. This time down the floor, Sterling goes back to their zone. Backdoor alley-oop, and it's missed by Galloway. Didn't quite get it above the rim. Sterling the rebound ahead to Ostrowski. A long bomb three, just short. And the rebound down to Austin Dunbar. Ferguson in the corner. He tries to put it on the floor. He'll go back to the point to Quint. Right side Sadahu, a little mismatch. Runs into Wyndham Haynes, kicks it back up top. Quint, 17-footer, off the mark. Ostrowski, good rebound. It was a good screen out down low by Dubert. He'll go baseline, and his floater won't go. A little contact, no call. Rebound, Dunbar.
Reverse.
A 1 point Valley City State advantage. Galloway gets it to Ferguson. They double him. Quint swings it around left side to Sadahu. He'll drive into the paint, and he's bumped before the shot, and that's going to be 3 on Ostrowski. Second on the team. It'll be a baseline inbound for the Vikings. 17-12 left, second half action. It's a 49-48 Valley City State advantage. Dunbar goes in, and a little running hook is good. Excuse me, Ferguson. And Jaden Ferguson with 14. It's 51-48. Viking advantage is again 3. McMahon works a high screen, lobs it into Wyndham Haynes. Good catch, and he's fouled. A couple of choices there, and they will get Sadahu with his first and team's second. Christian Oler back into the game for Sterling. So that's a baseline inbound. They go in the corner and give it to McMahon. He curls around the screen. Layup and one coming up. That was a beautiful little inbound play. Keyshawn was the one that brought it in. They gave it right back to him, and he curled around the screen from Wyndham Haynes. They got Quint for his first, that's the team's third, and Keyshawn 2 for 2 at the line, a chance to tie the game, which she doesn't. Short, and the rebound down to Dunbar. So it's 51-50. Vikings by 1, 16-38, remaining in our second half. Tabor Classic in Hillsboro. Ferguson spin to the baseline, kicks it over, and then Dunbar shot deflected, got it back, missed again, and Dunbar tied up, and boy, there's an elbow went flying, and Dubert nearly caught it. The tie ball possession goes to Valley City State. Pretty lucky Trey didn't really catch something in the face there. Swinging around, Quint thought about a three, reverse it right side to Ferguson. Up top, Sadahu a three, he knocks it in. His second of the game, and 6 points for Rashad Sadahu. 54-50. Vikings by 4. McMahon off a high screen, nothing there. Now McMahon, good behind the back dribble up top to Crosby. 10 to shoot, Oler about ran into Crosby, hands it off to Wyndham Haynes. Back to McMahon, he has to launch a long one. And the rebound caroms over to Sadahu. Not a good offensive possession there. Maybe even better defense. That time by Valley City. Baseline, traveling, going to be whistled on Galloway. The action coming fast and furious. 15.5 minutes remaining. Sterling down 4 with the basketball. McMahon up top to Wyndham Haynes. They're trying to isolate him. Wyndham Haynes goes down to the baseline. Then he drew a foul on the way up. And that may be 3. It is on Galloway. And 4th on the team. So Wyndham Haynes back to the line where he is 2 for 4, has 18 points. As the Ad Astra Sports Network proud to partner with Nextech Wireless to bring you today's game. With Nextech's 4G LTE network, get coverage everywhere you are. You can visit the Next Tech Wireless location nearest you or go to nexttechwireless.com. Jemiah got the first free throw. Denzel Kennedy, Javon Edison checking into the Viking lineup. Wyndham Haynes' second free throw rattles in. 54-52, Sterling down just a deuce. In this possession, it's back to the zone for the Warriors. Sadahu left side wants the three, takes it, can't hit it, and it's tipped out of bounds. Oh, and I think Sterling caught a break there. I thought it went off of Crosby. They'll say it went off of Edison instead. So the Warriors a chance to tie or take the lead. Keyshawn McMahon goes to the left baseline, runs into Quint, goes underneath the basket. Up top, Crosby, open three. Bingo! His fourth of the game. Beautiful pass. McMahon drew the defense, kicked it back out, and Sterling leads it 55-54. Kennedy works it back to the point. Left side, Sadahu. And down low it goes to Dunbar. In heavy traffic, he maybe took a hop step. They call traveling. And timeout taken by Valley City State. Warriors by one. And from the Summit broadcast booth, this is Warrior basketball on HK FM.
Visit our website, villagetours.net, for more information. Construction is a contractor for the Sheriff Farming Center for Veterans. Here on the Taylor College campus, and proud sponsor of today's holiday classic. Access to build life with employees' rights and clients' visions, and the community's future.
It's actually a Warrior timeout right before we went to the break. Sterling with the ball in a 1-point advantage with 14:29 remaining. Looks like the lineup stayed the same out of the timeout. Trey Dubert to McMahon. He goes crossover dribble to the baseline, trying to back his way down and felt the pressure up top to Oler. Now Crosby has it. He'll spin. Tough shot high off the glass. And Edison with the rebound. Just didn't quite have the angle that time. The Vikings will have a possession to try to regain the lead. Quint looking down low and away from the ball. And an elbow called on Javon Edison, his third. Team's fifth. And I tell you, Ryan Montgomery is frustrated with the officiating. Sterling a chance to try to build a little bit of a lead. Yeah, McMahon then launches one into the seats on the pass. I think it slipped out of his hand. That was way out of bounds. One of those kind of unforced errors if you want to use a tennis reference. Sterling goes back to a 2-3 zone, up 1 point. Are the Warriors. Quint, Sadahu, he'll drive baseline. And now we've got a holding call on Cody Crosby. Now he picks up his third. He's the second Warrior with 3, along with Ostrowski. And Cody's hit 4 threes. He's got to check out. Leia Oatayo will come in for Crosby. On the inbound, they let him catch it and shoot it, and McCullough buries his third three of the game. 57-55. So a unforced turnover, then you give up a 3, and you're down 2. McMahon on the right side, up top to Wyndham Haynes. He drives down the lane, kicks it to Oatayo. Leia under the bucket, had it deflected. Jemiah got it back, and he's fouled. Jemiah going to shoot 2, and I think they'll get Kennedy. for his first and the team's 6th. As today's game is streaming to your smart device with the Ad Astra radio app. You can download it for free for iPhone or Android. The Ad Astra radio app is powered by Midway Motors. Come join the family. Jemiah knocks in the first of 2. See if he can tie the game again with his second. He does. Jemiah has 22. Jaden Ferguson back in for Valley City State. Isaac Ostrowski returns to the Warrior lineup. 13 minutes to play. We're tied again, this time at 57. Skelly also into the lineup. He's handling the point guard for Valley City State. Left side, Sadahu, they'll let him shoot the 3. No, rebound, Jemiah Wyndham-Haynes. Oler, left side, drives in, kicks it up top, Wyndham-Haynes to Ostrowski. Catch and shoot 3 on the right side, a little short. And Skelly saves it along the baseline for the Vikings. Sterling again in zone. Ferguson on the baseline, they'll double him. Up top, Sadahu, an open 3. This one is short, and Wyndham-Haynes, rebound and a whistle. I think we're going to have a foul on Edison. That'll be 4 on him. That's going to bring Chase Carpenter into the Viking lineup, and with the 7th team foul, that's going to put Wyndham-Haynes at the line shooting 1 and 1. Jemiah 6 of 8 at the line. That stops the clock. 12 remaining. Jemiah came into the tournament 65% at the line. Excuse me, he knocks in the first. And chalk up another lead change. We had 9 ties, 8 lead changes just in the first half. Had several again here in the second half. Wyndham-Haynes, second one rims out, and the rebound comes down to McCullough for Valley City State. 58-57, Warriors by 1, this time man-to-man. Ferguson triple team, and he steps back and scores. For some reason, the defense dropped off of him. And for Ferguson, that's 16 points. 59-58, Vikings by 1. Otayo into the lane, jump hook, short, got it back, missed again. Oh, couple close-in looks, couldn't knock him down, and Carpenter grabbed the board for the Warriors, or excuse me, for the Vikings. A high screen, trying to go screen and roll, Carpenter straight away. Now Skelly right side, pounds it down to Ferguson, jump hook, airballed it. Rebound Ostrowski. Wyndham-Haynes, Oler, they're looking to go down low. Out to Wyndham-Haynes, left elbow extended 3, a little short. Skelly the rebound. 11 minutes remaining, 59-58. Valley City State by 1. Sadahu in the corner, and now they got Leia Oatayo down low for his second personal 4th team foul. Cody Crosby, Trey Dubert, Justin Solander into the game. Well, I tell you, Keyshawn's racking up a lot of minutes. That's his first break here in the second half at the 10:51 mark. But he's really starting to round into the point guard the Warriors were looking for. Inbound Skelly. And they swing it around left side. And back to the point to Skelly. Skelly mishandled the pass. Now he regathers and buries a 3. His second of the game and 7 points. 62-58, Vikings by 4. Dubert, left side, Oatayo, quick 3 ball, Lyon knocks it in.
I think number 12 is
Second three of the game for Leia Oatayo, and he's got 9 points, getting the Warriors within one, 62-61. Sterling putting the 2-3 zone back into work. Carpenter, oh, it's stolen on the baseline by Crosby. Drubert, strong drive in the lane, finishes with a great shot with the left hand. His second bucket, 4 points for Trey Drubert, and another lead change, 63-62 Sterling. And we're at 9:40 remaining in the second half. Into Ferguson, Drubert doubled down, ball on the ground. Tie ball, arrow favoring Sterling. Oh no, they grant a timeout. How do you say they had clear possession to get the timeout? However it works, we'll return in 30 seconds on HK-FM. City State was granted the timeout. I didn't think anybody had clear possession of the ball to call timeout. 15 seconds for the Vikings. Now an inadvertent whistle or buzz. They have to stop play. Now Vikings bring it in along the baseline. Sadahu, short jumper. He got it. 8 points for Rashad Sadahu. It's 64-63. Vikings by one. Drubert, sees a crease down the right side of the lane, scoops it up and in. A couple straight buckets for Trey Drubert. 65-64, Sterling by one. What a ball game. Skelly's at the point. Ferguson at the Sadahu, right side three, short and over the back. Pretty clearly there, Skelly picks up his first. And that's the team's eighth. It's going to be a 1-and-1 on the other end for Isaac Ostrowski, who is scoreless and is 0 for 1 at the line. This will be a 1-and-1. He knocks it down to tie. Gives the Warriors a 2-point lead. Looked at the wrong side there. And Isaac switches both. His first 2 points makes it 67-64. Warriors by 3. Largest lead in the game for Sterling. You're looking at it. 3 points. Valley City State's largest is 4. Skelly straight away. 3 won't go, and then Dunbar hit the ground. I think we're going to have a Sterling foul. Oh boy, it's a big one. 4 on Crosby. 5th on the team. That's going to bring Wyndham Haynes back into the lineup. So Leia Oatayo going to play some extended minutes. He's playing well. Cody will probably have to set for a good 3.5 minutes before he can come back in. They're going to put 20 on the shot clock. It'll be baseline inbound for Valley City State. Pass goes up top to Logan Nelson. Nelson, right elbow, thought about a 3. High post Ferguson. They double him and pass to Nelson on the right side. 7 to shoot. Ferguson up top, Sadahu. Crossover dribble back to Ferguson. A 3 to beat the buzzer, and he rattles it in to tie the game. 19 for Jaden Ferguson. We're tied at 67. High screen for Ostrowski. Give and go to Wyndham Haynes. Well executed layup is in. add up quickly. That looks like 25 for Jemiah Wyndham Haynes. 69-67, Warriors by a deuce, just under 8 remaining. Skelly straightaway, Sadahu pounds it down to Ferguson. He's doubled. Oh, Skelly cuts to the bucket and gets a layup. Nice pass from Ferguson. 69 apiece. Boy, nobody can seem to get any separation. Another give and go. Wyndham Haynes layup missed, and Dunbar is fouled on the rebound. That's 3 on Jemiah Wyndham Haynes. So now you've got some foul issues as here comes Keyshawn McMahon back into the Warrior lineup. Crosby's got 4, Jemiah and Isaac each have 3. With 7:33 remaining. Now the Vikings can regain the lead with any kind of score on this possession. We're tied at 69. Quint back in the game at the point. He's got it, 12 to shoot. Sadahu goes baseline to Dunbar. He's doubled. Up top, Quint, wide open 3. In the bucket, his 3rd. Well, I just don't think you can risk the double team because that leaves a 3-point shooter open, and now you trail by 3, 72-69. McMahon up top to Ostrowski. Back to McMahon on the left side. McMahon off of the screen, steps back, 10 to shoot. Now 8 to shoot. They go down to Leia. They got caught in a switch, and Leia drives into the lane, called for traveling. Boy, the Warriors just didn't seem to get it down low early enough in the shot clock to get what they wanted, and now the Vikings a chance to get a 2-possession lead. You need a stop. I got the official and a coach in my way. Sadahu's going to drive baseline. Skip pass. Ostrowski, a great steal. Saves it to Dubert. Trey looking for the trailer, goes into Leia. Leia spins, and an offensive foul. Late whistle. That's 3 on Leia, 7 on the team. You have no choice. You're going to bring Cody Crosby back in right now. 72-69, Vikings by 3, 6:12 remaining. Valley City State with possession. Sterling in zone. Sadahu, they swing it left side to Nelson. Sadahu drifts into the corner. Quint, up top Quint again. Left side, and Quint gets another open look. 3 won't go, and good rebound by Ostrowski to screen out Dunbar. McMahon, sees a crease, there he goes. It doesn't fall, he'll shoot 2 although. Quint picks up his 2nd, team's 9th. So starting with these 2 free throws, remaining 5:42, every foul on Valley City State's 2 shots for the Warriors. Other than the obvious player control. McMahon swishes the first. He's 3 of 4 at the line. Central Prairie Co-op, Sterling College, Alden State Bank, Pride Ag Resources, Ace Hardware, First Bank, the Sterling Bulletin, First Group Insurance, JCAM, and the Celebration Center is the other half of our great Warrior sponsors for this game as McMahon hits both. Warriors within 1, 72-71. McCullough just checked back in for Valley City State. Aside Nelson, moves to the baseline, tough jumper missed. Missed everything. Crosby the rebound, Warriors can regain the lead. McMahon, top to Crosby, left side Dubert. Screen for Dubert. He goes to the low side, into the corner, fadeaway, bingo! Long 2 for Dubert. He's got 8, and the Warriors lead at 73-72. This has got to be a candidate for Game of the Year as far as the Warriors are concerned. Back in the zone, 4:50 remaining, Sterling by 1. McCullough takes a 3, and there knocks it down, his 4th. goodness. 75-73, Vikings by a deuce. McMahon at the point working a couple of screens. Man, again working 2 screens, crossover dribble, step back jumper, no. McCullough the rebound. Not sure that's the shot you were hoping for on that possession. It's a 2-point Viking advantage, and now the Warriors, did they go out of back to man? I think they did. Timeout Valley City State. From the Summit broadcast booth, you're listening to Warrior Basketball on HK-FM. Remaining, 75-73 Valley City State. Vikings have the ball and 15 on the shot clock. Each team has 4 timeouts remaining. Valley City State with 9 team fouls. Sterling with 7. See if Sterling stays man or they go back zone. They're going to stay man. Quint at the point. Hands it to Ferguson. 8 to shoot. Sadahu on the left side. 6 to shoot. Dunbar up top. In the corner, McCullough drives, kicks it. Ferguson, no, that's a violation. Good defense by the Warriors. They force the 32nd violation. Justin Galloway in for the Vikings, in for the Warriors is Cody Crosby. Christian Oler is back into the Sterling lineup. Sterling a chance to tie things up or take the lead with a 3. Setting a double screen on the baseline for Dubert, and they isolate Wyndham Haynes at the foul line. He drives to the baseline, off the glass, and got it. Nice strong move by Jemiah Wyndham Haynes. And he has 27. We're tied at 75. This possession, it will be zone. Well, Valley City State's been getting some good threes out of this zone. Sadahu left side. Speaking of threes, he missed it. Rebound in the corner, saved by Wyndham Haynes, but it goes right to Galloway. So Sterling has to hustle back and get into their zone. That's great hustle, and Jemiah just didn't have anywhere to throw it. Quint nearly traveled into Dunbar. Gets by the defense, layup and one. And I believe Crosby just fouled out. Yes, he did. Cody Crosby fouls out. He hit 4 threes. Had 12 points. That is really a double whammy there. Dunbar is 1 for 1 at the line. I think you're going to have to probably bring, well, you're going to bring both Ostrowski and Oatayo in. Boy, that's a big whistle there. They lose Crosby for the remaining 2:49. So a lot of time. 2:49 remaining. That's the 8th team foul. Big free throw coming for Dunbar, which he swishes. Valley City State goes up 3. 78-75. McMahon, choice of 2 screens, goes to the right side. Wyndham Haynes left side to Ostrowski. Isaac off of the screen. Back to Oatayo on the left side. He travels. And now Ezekiel Lacey will check in. His first action in the second half. Boy, you have to have a stop. You don't want this to get to 2 possessions, 2:29 remaining. 78-75. Warriors down 3. Dunbar along the baseline. Sadahu, left baseline 3, got it. Third of the game for Sadahu. He's got 11, and now you're down 6, your largest deficit of the game. McMahon out to Dubert, right side 3. Too strong. McMahon, offensive rebound. Lacey baseline for 3. No. And rebound, Valley City State. Now time will become an issue. Minute 45 remaining. You're down 81-75. Ferguson into Dunbar. Got by the defense. Layup is good. 83-75. Skip pass in the corner. Lacey, another look at a 3. No. Dunbar the rebound. Minute 14 remaining, but this one slipping away. Sterling forced to go man. Ferguson double team. It's batted out of bounds and will stay with Valley City State with 13 to shoot. Christian Oler into the lineup for the Sterling Warriors. Go in deep to Dunbar against Ostrowski, and he traveled before what would probably have been an offensive foul. Sterling will take a full timeout, down 8 with a minute left. From the Summit broadcast booth, this is Warrior Basketball on HK-FM. Remaining. The Warriors down 8 with the basketball. You don't have to have a 3 yet. One would really be nice, but you got to get a good quick shot, whatever that is. As McMahon will sprint down the middle of the floor off of a screen, trying to get Ostrowski loose. They go down to Wyndham Haynes. He'll drive in, and they call an offensive foul on Jemiah Wyndham Haynes, his 4th. Team's 9th. So now you don't even have a foul you can give for a 1-and-1. On the inbound, it's Sadahu trying to get out of a double team. Gets it in the middle of the floor and across to Dunbar. Now the Vikings will play a little keep away. They can work this way down, game clock to 34. You don't want to foul now. Vikings will be forced to take a timeout. And from the Summit broadcast booth, this is Warrior Basketball on HK-FM. .8 seconds remaining. Warriors down 8 to Valley City State. The Vikings have the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. So it's a 3-possession deficit. Needless to say, you got to have a ton of things go right to have a chance here. Inbound goes to Dunbar. He is triple team. Wyndham Haynes takes it away ahead to McMahon, who will go in, and he's called for traveling. So you got the steal, looked like you had an easy 2. And the whistle, the traveling violation. And now nearly thrown away, and Valley City State will take another timeout. And from the Summit broadcast booth, this is Warrior Basketball on HK-FM. Seconds remaining. It's been a great ball game, and Valley City State has made the plays in about the last minute and a half to turn a game which hadn't seen a lead more than 4 points for either team into an 8-point advantage. And now Sterling going to have to go for a steal. They don't get it if they foul. It's an automatic 2 shots because both teams are setting at 9 fouls apiece. The Vikings still have 2 timeouts. The Warriors have 3. When we get to our post game, we'll look back on the Lady Warrior loss earlier today. We'll have the final stats, Coach Aderson, and just a quick look ahead to a big Wednesday matchup at home against the Friends Falcons. Sterling, full court pressure. The Vikings do get it in to Galloway. He gets it across the timeline, and they will foul Sadahu. McMahon gives his second. 16.7 remaining. Sadahu with 11. He has not attempted a free throw till this one. And he knocks it in. He's an 82% foul shooter. And this one would make it a 4-possession lead, and that would certainly ice things if it isn't already for Valley City State, and he does. 85-75, McMahon straight away, 3 won't go, and the Vikings are going to end this game on a 10-0 run. This was tied at 75, and your final will be 85-75. The Valley City State Vikings will knock off both Tabor and Sterling this weekend.